All right, so just a few other things to talk about today. I know we're pretty, there's going to be no one here probably for the first couple, but just to answer things about third quarter grades for students, make sure that you guys are getting these in. I'm pretty sure everybody's seen it already. I've sent out reminds to just about everyone to get your grades in. We're going to talk about a few things today, and then I'll leave the stream up. If anybody has any questions, I'll come back on and we can talk about it. First things first, of course, we're going to talk about how we're going to do missing grades, missing assignments for quarter 3. If you have not gotten in your missing grades, I sent you an email regarding, or a private comment in Google Classroom, as well as on the remind. And I also sent Tyler Sis out to everyone. Email out that way that everybody could of course figure out what they need to do to get in your missing grades. So if you have not received any of those, go ahead and message me in the live stream, email me at any time. Wanted to make sure everybody can see that. So missing assignments, you've been given those instructions. I'm going to go over those real fast, that way everybody can see what those look like in classroom, as well as other ways that you can achieve that. Okay, first things first, we're going to start with audio video 1. Audio video 1, this is how you guys are completing your late grade substitution. Make sure you paste a YouTube link with an audio sample that has an audio sample in it, and then write a paragraph on how you would change your EQ to be better, how you would equalize the audio samples. This is going to be your substitution for a late grade for the assignment that was production hardware equalizing sound. If you are one of the 5 people that did not get that in, make sure that you complete that right there. That is your way of doing a late grade on that. 5th period graphic design, I gave you guys the opportunity. Oopsies, where'd it go? I gave you guys the opportunity to do your, I posted it in your actual, oopsies. I posted it in your actual classroom inside your personal links. Here it looks like the 2 people that had that in 5th period that didn't have that turned in yet actually got that turned in, so good for you guys. You wrote your actual article, which was the 3 paragraphs of 4 sentences each that explained your paragraph, or you explained your article. Remember, this was for the publication of the CNN article that we would be making. And this is for that late grade, so if you didn't get that in, go get that in. That's for 5th and 8th period. I think there was a few more in 8th period that didn't get that in, so if you haven't already, make sure you do. Yeah, 8th period, I've still got 3. Looks like 2 people grabbed that. Good for you guys. Thank you so much for turning that in. 3rd period, or 8th period, though, you still got 3 of you that have not yet turned that in, so make sure you go and do that. Next portion of that, PIT folks, yearbooking folks, you guys just got in your industrial printing, your deadlines, your yearbook deadlines. I know that I still have 4 of you that haven't turned that in. Make sure you go turn that in, boys and girls. Last one, audio video 2. Ooh, you can tell it's morning. Your late grade substitution was writing a script on the Google Doc for your trailer. So that's your 3-column script. You guys know how to do that. We've been doing that for a long time. Thank you, Harrison, for asking this in Google Hangout this morning. Length of that script. And I know, Harrison, I know that you were doing your thing already. I know that Dylan was already doing his trailer, and I know that you guys didn't get those quite exported before we left. That's why I'm giving you guys that this option. Make sure that you guys email me if you have any other questions about that grade. We'll talk about that later. But thank you for asking that question earlier today in Google Hangouts. So that's how you guys finish that. Write your script for your trailer, a 3-column script for your trailer. That was today. You have to write it today. It can't be something that you had previous, because remember, we did write a previous 3-column script for that with our group members, and then of course we made them different for each and every one of us. So that's how we're doing that. There is nothing for percussionists so far, but if you do need If you do need to get those in, go ahead and get those in. Next thing we're going to talk about, of course, is late grades 4, quarter 3. Those of you that are getting those in, those are going to be 70s because they were supposed to be turned in before we left for... that was before we left for spring break, so this is before the coronavirus outbreak, COVID-19 thing. This is before we were all quarantined. Those should already have been turned in, so that's why you're getting these in for late grades, all right? So make sure that you get those in for late grades. Last thing I have on here, of course, is talking about how late grades are going to be handled in the online Braves ID, or the distance learning, or learning at a distance thing that we're doing right now. I will have a rubric posted later in the stream that shows you how we will do late grades. Of course, they are going to be the exact same if you choose to do them, except since we're in an online format, the 70 is still going to be Monday, the 50 is still going to be Tuesday, everything will always be due on a Friday. So make sure that you take your weekends to do weekend things. I don't plan on you actually, doing stuff like school. Please don't do school stuff. Take your weekends and do weekend things. Spend it with family and those that you have the ability to spend it with. I'm going to go ahead and stay off of this for a little while until somebody needs something. I will be here watching the live chat. So if you need to contact me at any time, you can contact me in the Google Hangout or in the live stream, and I will notate any and all moments that we take during the live stream to, of course, talk about answers and things you guys do. I'll notate those in the description so that you guys don't have to search the whole video and watch an hour-long video for those answers, all right? So I will be watching the live stream for the next couple of segments, for the next couple of minutes. You guys go ahead and feel free to pop into the live chat at any time. You can also grab me on Google Hangout, which I will post the link for here in a second. All right?
Un coin travail, dogs.
fi watch yo. Breakthrough in the clouds, in centuries fighting our rainy days, yo.
All right, so just a quick little bit real fast. I want to talk about the office hours of the high school. So they just sent out something to us letting us know that the office of the hours of the high school have been changed a little bit. It was going to be 8 to 1 p.m. since Governor Abbott has given us a smaller time frame and said that we can't have more than 10 people. They're limiting our access to the building even more, and they're only allowing us to be in there from 10 to 12. So if you need to contact or call the CHS, like the actual building with people in it, they'll only be there from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. So you'll have to do it between those times, all right? Still got a few other people looking for, oopsies, let's get this muted real fast. Still got a few people that haven't yet turned in missing or late grades. I'll be on later today. I got about 10 more minutes left on this stream. And being in Google Hangout, I've got some other work I've got to do for a video you guys will actually be seeing come out via Mr. Westfall. It'll be coming out to your parents on Facebook and stuff. So we got another video that we have to create because we are the AVP group. And it all falls on me because I don't have you guys as my little minions to run around and do fun stuff. So, yeah, you'll be seeing that soon, but in about 10 minutes, I'll be logging off the stream. I'll be out of Google Hangout. You can still email me and contact me by email, of course, and other things like that through the Remind, as well as through Google Hangouts if I have it on my mobile. But, of course, I'll be back on at about 1 p.m. We'll be doing the 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. circuit to make sure everybody has the ability to see and ask any questions that they need. I know there's some of you that aren't even awake yet, which is crazy. But yeah, make sure that you guys get those questions into me. That way I can answer them here on screen. I won't let everybody know your name. Of course, I'll make them anonymous. But if I do get questions, of course, I will relay those to you guys. I'm a hoard of information right now. I'm just trying to get as much information to you guys as I can so that we can have the easiest time doing class next week. If you do have access on your mobile phone, and I need to make a timestamp of this real fast. If you do have access on your mobile phone to do to see these videos, but you don't have the ability to do the assignments and you've opted for paper, I'm hoping that you guys can see this and you are also thinking about, watching the videos that we do on Google Classroom. You can do all of our assignments you can do on a cell phone. Okay, I made it that way that you can do them all that way. Okay. Especially for this next week. Then we'll start talking about possibly using things like Pixlr. If there are any of you that do have and have requested paper copies, you need to email me as soon as possible or call or something. My Google Voice, actually, let me put my Google Voice here in chat. That way that you guys can see what that is. And you can contact me. This is my office number, of course. Let's see. Let's do... That's not my name. My office number is 469-772-0447. So if you need this, I would go ahead and... Actually, let me do this. Let me do a color sequence here. Color source, okay. And we're going to do... let's do a bold blue. Yes, a bold blue. Pull that back here. And this is my little blurb section. There you go. So this is my office number. You guys can grab this at any time. Make sure that you do not text this number. You can call this number. Do not text this number. You can text me through Google Hangouts. You can email me. You can do Remind. You can do all that stuff. This is for calls only. Okay, let me put that in there. Make sure. Calls only And this is not for students. This is mainly for parents, because students, I cannot have a phone call with you. This is for parents. This is my office number. If you need to find this, email, or you need to call me for any reason regarding your student or anything else regarding your student in these times. Yes, I realize I also have the interlaced lines. I had somebody email me about that earlier. It's the battery that's actually in the camera, so we'll fix that here soon. Don't worry about it. But yes, my office number is this, calls only. Okay, you can email me at jordan.fitzwatercommunityist.org. You can get me in the live stream. You can get me on Google Hangouts. Guys, I am everywhere. But remember, I go completely offline at 4 p.m. So make sure that you get me all that information. All right, so I am getting in grades right now. So if you haven't yet got in those late grades or missing assignments, go ahead and do those ASAP. That way I can get those in. I don't want you guys failing because I've given you 48 hours to kind of remedy that, and I've literally texted and emailed and messaged all of you about that. So make sure that you get that in. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take these last 6 minutes. If anybody has anything for the chat, go ahead and put that in. I can answer any questions. Other than that, I'll probably be off here in the next 6 minutes.